Okay, now let's begin to work. So I'm gonna skip introduction part. I'm gonna go to module 1 on page 15. So again, this one is giving introduction about this lab, and this lab is about creating new products. And now if you look at create the Ridgefront standard and Ridgefront commuter bikes. So you are creating 2 new products here in this lab. And look at here, navigate to menu path below using the concept that you learned in navigation overview section. So now we are going to go here. We have a lot of folders here. You're going to click logistics. It says logistics. And then after logistics, production. After production, master data. And then material master. And material and create. Wow, lots of folders, right?
I have special in general.
Create special. Let me see. It says create special, right? So you got to create special. And then finished product, right? So that's a finished product. That's how you create it. Now let's do this again. So let me click on it. Double click on it. Then it brings up how to create the new product. Now I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna go back to the initial screen. So I'm gonna just click on X. And then I'm back to the initial screen. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
Now I'm gonna here drag this one, click on this, drag this to under favorites like this. Then I don't have to do this over and over again, but just like favorite web page, you're just gonna click on it and you're gonna execute that function, right? That's easy. Or another way of executing this function is to use shortcut. So let me create shortcut for you. So let's go to extras and then settings. Click extras and settings. And display technical names. The last one, check on it. And check, right? So display technical names and check. And now you will see technical names in front of the function. So let me do it again. Logistics, master, production, and master data, material master, material, and create. And you see now finished product, MMF1. Do you see that? In front of the function, you have technical name MMF1. And if you know this one, you can just go to this command line and just click on type MMF1, and you're going to execute that function too. So let's execute that. Then you are on the same page. Right? That's another way of getting to this window. Okay. Now let's follow this guideline. So let's go here. So here you have to create RFRT 1000 dash this data number. So whenever you see this shop sign, right, this number sign, you can just put your number, replace it with your number, which is in your case 40, right? In your case 45.
So I made a payment last week to first.
Okay, so I'm gonna now create my number. So RFRT 1000. This is like a standard bike, and my number is 80, right? Again, if your number is 40, put your number in, right? Yeah, sorry, it's quite small. It's hard to read.
RFRT.
And then industry sector is retail. So click on retail. and select enter. Right? Click on it. So now you created a name for this product. RFRT 1000-80, that's my product. And now I'm going to say one product has many dimensions, right? Think about yourself. You have, student ID information, right? And your grade information, and your tuition payment information, your HR information, your financial aid information. There are many dimensions. Likewise, a product has many, many dimensions. For example, here we have basic data 1 and 2, sales data, MRP data, forecasting data, work schedule data, so many warehousing data, so many dimensions of the product. Now we are going to work with only 5 dimensions here: basic data, MRP 1 to 3, and work schedule. At this point, we are going to work with basic data, MRP 1 to 3, and then work schedule. So these 5 dimensions we are going to work with. Right? And if you have done that, create view selected and click on this enter. Then you are going to create these views. Okay? Click on it. And then which plant are you working with? That's what they are saying. And DL number sign. So DL 40 is John's. DL 80 is mine. So I'm going to say DL 80. Or you can just click on this icon on your right, and it will bring up many plants. Among them, I'm going to work with my number, which is 80. Right? You choose that, and then select enter. Right? So you choose your own plant. You are not messing up with others. Your plant.
How do you know which ones are the plants?
Yeah, your number. For example, if we,
So like whatever the GPI number was?
yeah, 55 is your number. Okay, select enter, and I'm on the next page. Here, now type the name, reach front standard. So I'm going to say reach front standard, and my number is 80, right? So that's what I'm doing. Reach front standard, STD, and that's 80. I'm creating my own new finished product. And then, now the base unit of measure is EA, meaning each. If you're not so sure, click on this icon, and it'll bring up explanation about that. And you are choosing EA, which is each. Double click on it, and you have EA. And division, bike means bike group, bike division, or you click on it, accessory divisions and bicycle divisions, and I'm going to click on bike. And material groups, we have bikes division, raw material, safety, utility, and wheel. And I'm going to click on bikes group. That's my material group. And how much weight does it weigh? It's 8,510 grams. So I'm going to say 8,510 grams. Net weight, the same. And weight unit is gram, not kilogram. So you can just type G or just choose G out of the units. Then you completed basic data 1. Right? If you have done that, click on this enter, green enter sign. Then you are going to be on the next dimension of the product. Right? So click on it. And I'm done with basic data 1. Now I'm on MRP 1 data. So scroll down, then you have this MRP. Now MRP 1. Here I'm going to say M1 for MRP type. So you can just either enter or click on this icon and choose M1 MPX fixed type 1. And planning time fence is 1, just type N1 there. And then MRP controller 000. And enter EX for the lot size. Lot size. So if you click on the icon, it gives you information. DY means dynamic lot size. EX means lot for lot, order quantity. And FS is fixing and splitting and so on. So we are going to work with EX. So double click on it. That's EX. And minimum lot size is 10. In other words, you're going to make at least 10 at a time. That's what it means. And then if you're done, then select enter. Then you completed MRP1 and you can move on to MRP2. So I'm going to click on this select. And now we're on MRP2. In MRP2, enter X for procurement type. So it's already inserted, so you don't have to worry about it. And 1 day, in-house production is 1 day. And schedule margin is 001. And safety stock is 100. So you're going to make at least 100 extra. And click on OK. And then you are on MRP3 and enter a strategy group as 10, or if you don't know what that is, I'm not sure, just enter 10. And then availability check is 02. So let's see what that is. 02 is individual requirements. And let's select enter. Then you can proceed to the next phase. Work scheduling. Lastly, work scheduling. You are defining work scheduling. So each and supervisor 000 is the supervisor, and schedule profile is 10. And then save. Hit save. Then you're going to save the data. Okay, I'm going to hit save. I save the data. Okay? I save the data. Now look at 1.1.11. Look at here, many people miss this step. Now look at here. I'm going to ask Mike DiFilippo, can you please read this for us aloud?
Now create a fruit.
Yep. Finished product. That's what it means.
For the related product, the ridge front computer, all settings for the are the same as for STD version, except the following: the gross and net weight is 9,000 grams. The safety stock is only 50 units, and the material description is ridge front computer.
Data number. DS means data number. Now, in other words, you have to do the same thing, right? Do the same thing. You are creating a new product here called RFRT 2000- your number. For example, John, RFRT 2000-40. You have to create. And this is commuter's bike. Okay, we create a standard bike. Now we need to create a commuter bike, and everything is the same, but now net weight is not 8,510 grams, but 9,000 grams in this case. And the other thing is safe stock is only 50, not 100 units. That's the only different thing, and you have to create that product again. So let's do this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to 1.1.2, right? So I'm going to go back here. So I have to do those stuff again. So I'm going to just go to the initial page and either double click on finished product or this one, or you can just type MN F1, right? Whichever method you like, you can use. I'm gonna enter it, and I created this. I came to this product here, And now instead of RFRT 1000, you are going to create RFRT 2000. Dash my number 80, right? So I want to create that and hit select. Now we are on the next page. Basic data, 1, MRP 1, 2, 3, and work scheduling. We want to create and select, enter.
This is still SAP 1, the first one.
We are creating RFRT 2000-80. We already created RFRT 1000.
So we did the first assignment.
Yeah.
And then this is the second one.
Second product.
Okay. Oh, the second one. Oh, the first
Yeah.
one.
It's still the first step. That's
Oh,
actually-
yeah.
Okay. Now click on this select. Then we are on the next page here. And the plan number is DL80 for my case. Your case, your number you choose. So I'm going to click on that and choose my number 80. And click OK. And now we are going to, here, it's not reach from the standard, reach commuter, bless you, commuter 80, right? This is a commuter bike, not standard bike. Commuter bike. And do the same thing. I'm going to just type everything, EA, bikes, bike division, and 8,510 gram. Weight units gram. So I know that. So I fill them out and click enter. Then now you are on MRP1. If you're done with that, MRP2, then MRP3. And then work schedule. Then you are done. But remember that we have to change two things. So let's check on it. Now I'm on MRP1. So here M1 is the group name. MRP type M1. Planning fence is 1. Controller 000. Lot size, lot for lot, EX. And minimum lot size 10. And then we click on enter. Then we completed MRP1 stage. And let's go to MRP2. MRP2, here X, and 1 day, and 001, schedule margin 001. Now here it is. Safe stock is not 100, but how many? 50, so you have to just enter 50 here. The safety stock is not 100, but say 50 for MRP2. So click on that. Now MRP3, and straight rhythm is 10. Availability check 2. And lastly, work scheduling. Each 100. And hit save. Then I completed 1.3.11. 1.11. I'm done with 1.1.11. However, I made one mistake. Did anybody notice it?
The weight.
The weight, right? I did not change from 8510 to 9,000, right? So I need to change it. How do I change it? So let's go back to the initial side here. And here, under create, we have done this. Now we have this change folder, right? Double click change folder. Now MM02 is changing immediately, right? I'm going to use this function to change my mistakes. So if you have made mistake, don't worry about it. You can get out of it and go back and change it. Okay? But one thing that you cannot change is the name cannot be changed. Say you said RFRT 3000 instead of 2000. That can't be changed. That can't be deleted. So be careful about that. Now I'm going to double click on it. The same 2000, I made a mistake on this product. So click on that. And I'm going to go to basic data, I think, basic data 1, and click on enter. And I have here 8,510. I'll change to 9,000. And mission completed, right? So click on green, select, and I'm done with this 1.1.11. Save. Very good. I'm happy about that. So we have created now final product. Now we need to create 2 more products, which are sub-assembly product or work in process, and another one is raw materials. Okay, 2 more products we have to do. So scroll down. We are on 1.2 here. So look at here, a different transaction. Do not use the same transaction code because that's going to throw you off later, right? So when you are creating sub-assembly, then you have to use different function. And then for raw materials, different function as well. So do not use the same product, same function. So in this case, we are going to create this working process. So it says you have to go to semi-finished product. Do you see that? Logistics, production, master data, mature, create, and semi-finished product. So in other words, logistics, production, mature, create, and here, MMB1, right? Not MMF1, but MMB1 is the function that you want to use. So if you can, again, drag it to under favorites so that you can understand what that is. And you don't have to go through these folders and double click on it. And now we are going to enter TRWA 2000. So TRWA 2000-80 is my number. So my product, TRWA 2000-80, and select enter. Now the same thing here. I'm going to click on basic data, MRP 1, 2, 3, and work schedule. Basic data, MRP 1, 2, 3, and work schedule. And select enter. And we are on the next page again, DL80. I'm going to type DL80. Now I'm familiar with this. And select enter. And then enter here, tour aluminum wheel assembly commuter, something. So it's a long name, tour aluminum wheel assembly commuter 80. My number 80. And your number 40 or something like that. Okay, and then let's go through the same process. Each this unit is which, and mature group is this one is wheel. So I'm gonna click on wheel assembly, and then division is bike, and then I have the gross weight 3,185. That's a gram. Again, I'm going to type gram. And then select enter. Then I'm going to move to MRP1. In MRP1, you have to type MRP type as PD. Let's see what PD is. PD is MRP, just MRP. So just type PD. And then lot size, lot for lot, EX. And then minimum lot size 15. And MRP controller 000. And select enter. And then I'm on 1.2.8 here. So procurement type already set as E. And in-house production, how long does it take to produce this? 1 day it takes. And safety stock, you want to carry 30 of them. And then you are done with this. And go to MRP3. MRP3, we have 10. Oh, schedule margin. I forgot. 001. Now MRP3, we have to type strategy group 10, and then availability check is 2, individual requirements. Hit enter. Third step, supervisors 000. Product schedule 5 is 10. And save, hit save. And I'm done with this. I'm done with the sub-assembly. Luckily, you don't have to create another sub-assembly, so you can move on to creating raw materials now. Now I'm gonna get out of here because this is a semi-finished product. I'm gonna go to raw material now here. That is MMR1. MMR1, that's raw material. So let me quickly do this. Raw material. And here the name is TR2000. So TR2000-40. And retail and select. And now different view. Look at here, the table. Okay, it's not giving you this screenshot. Now that you went through, just giving you select basic data, MRP 1, 2, 3, and then you don't have work schedule because raw materials you are not making, you are just receiving, right? So you don't have to work anything about, you don't produce raw materials, you're just receiving. So we are going to click on basic data 1, MRP 1, 2, 3, and enter this information there. So I'm going to go back here, TRT, oh, it's not 40. My number is 80. And then click on there, and basic data 1, MRP 1, 2, 3 are the only thing that I need. Click on that, and that's a DL80, that's my plant. And now basic data description, touring tire RF commuter. So touring tire RF commuter 80. That's my description, right? So you put the description as it is, and unit is EA, material group, raw materials. So I'm going to click on there, and raw materials, and then the division, bike, gross weight. Now 1090. Again 1090, and it's gram. So weight unit is gram. And I'm done. So click on enter, and I'm on MRP1. Now purchasing group, it says purchasing group. Purchasing group is N80. So I'm going to click on that. It has a lot of number, and I'm going to choose my purchasing group, which is N80. Okay, I have specified it. MRP type PD, which is an MRP. And then MRP control 000. MRP control 000. Lot size EX. And minimum lot size 250. Right, so you go through, so just let me give you one warning here. Look at 1.3.6. here, if you're done with that, you have to create TRTB 1000. Okay? You have to create one more raw material. Don't skip this part because later you will encounter problems. So create TRTB 1000-80 in my case. So you have to create one more of that. Then you are actually done with lab 1. And then we can move on to lab 2. Oh, sure. Okay.
I gotta find one. One that we made.
When we exit out of
Oh, I'm actually about to ask you the same thing. 'Cause I didn't get the answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
Yeah, I don't know what the immediate schedule is. Fed tax over there.
And how did you do? Okay, okay.
How do you change the weight?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Let me